Okay, so let's try this again, part 3, and I apologize. But as I was saying in part 2, I really felt for Julian, and that's as far as I'll go with that. Trigger warning. The story does mention suicide, but the way that it's mentioned, she did a very good job the way it was written. But again, there is mention of suicide in this book. But I definitely highly recommend this book to anybody who loves YA suspense. I highly recommend any of her books. I know she also has a couple of individual books. There's one that's an anthology of love stories called Bleed, I believe it's called. I'll have to double check that. But yeah, so those are the 3 books that I've read. Now, I'm currently reading the book The Boyfriend by Freda McFadden. I apologize if I'm pronouncing her name wrong. So originally on my TBR, I had planned to read those 3 that I read, plus The Teacher by Freda McFadden, as well as The Housemaid by Freda McFadden. Now, I decided to kind of change that up a little. I decided not to read The Teacher right now, and I exchanged that for her new book that she just released called The Boyfriend that I'm currently reading. And The Housemaid I'm gonna put on hold and try to attempt to read her book called The Inmate instead. Will I read The Housemaid and The Teacher eventually? Yes, I do plan to read those. And yeah, so my plan for October was the 3 books that I read, plus The Boyfriend that I'm currently reading, and her book, The Inmate. That was all that I had planned for October. Is that gonna happen? I might finish The Boyfriend before October ends, and just read The Inmate starting in November, because in November I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I had 4 books planned to read for November. So if I don't get to the last book that I had planned for October, I'll just roll it over into November. The Boyfriend, it's not that I'm enjoying it or it's going slowly. I've just been so busy with work, and the thing is, my husband, where he works, his shift starts at 6 in the morning. Mine tends to start between 8 or 9 in the morning. So we both get up at 4:30 in the morning. That way we have time to get dressed, get ready, get our lunches ready, walk the dog, who is sitting behind me. You can't really see him, but he's right there. And then we head out to work, and I drop him off at work first, obviously. And then I go to work. So by the time I get off work, I'm exhausted from being up since 4:30 in the morning. And then I have to drive to my husband's job. And sometimes I have to wait about an hour or 2 before he gets done. Because I tend to get off before he does. And then by the time he's done, he's exhausted. So then we get home. I cook dinner. By the time I get home, it's like 5:36. Then making dinner and giving our dog his last walk. By the time we're done doing all that, we're exhausted and we're in bed by like 8. We're like old people now. It's weird. But yeah, so those are the little changes that I did with my fall TBR. So then next month, I want to say the middle of next month, I'll go ahead and we'll go over my Christmas TBR, which I'm so excited to go over my Christmas TBR. I think that was going to be really fun, for the Christmas spirit. So I believe that is it. I will get off here so I can post all of these videos and go back to reading the boyfriend. I'm currently on chapters, I think 16 right now. I believe so. There's a total of 370 pages, and I'm on page 110, I believe. So, almost there. But today is my day off, hence I'm home. So I'll be able to do a lot more reading. And, or at least I hope to. So, yeah, I guess that's it. There is a ton more books than I did add on my Goodreads TBR. Maybe I'll do a separate video of that, just to kind of, go over those, of books that I would love to read eventually. Do I know when? Probably not. At this point, my Goodreads TBR just keeps growing. Will I ever read my entire TBR? Who knows? It's always growing, who knows? So that is it for now. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.